And I said, eagles fly alone. I said, you ever see pigeons? They all be flocking together in the parking lot eating bread together. But an eagle is always by himself. An eagle only stops to mate. When you see an eagle, he's with a female and he having sex, right? And an eagle has the ability that when he has a hater, which is a crow, crows attack eagles. What does the eagle do? He don't peck at the crow. He don't fight it. You know what he does? He ascends. He rises. So the farther he goes up, the crows start falling off because the altitude is so high. So in success, my goal is to keep rising. And that way, no matter what a crow or a hater say to me, it won't affect.
Welcome to Road to Billions podcast, the mentality of an entrepreneur. With your host, Moise Bertrand.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It is your host, Moise Bertrand, the Road to Billions podcast. It's been an amazing journey, man. Today we in Aruba. I'm recording live from Aruba, actually. And I wanted to do this in Panama, too, but I didn't get a chance to record in Panama. But, you know, I really am recording now in Aruba. And the feeling out here is so surreal, you guys. I mean, the scenery, the people, the food, everything is amazing. And I'm grateful. You know, I'm definitely grateful because I'm going to reiterate this to you guys over and over and over again. I used to be in a fucked up position. You feel me? I'm not going to say that I was fucked up, but me personally, where I wanted to be at the time, I wasn't where I wanted to be at. I didn't have my goals aligned. I didn't have my life aligned, right? And I'm sitting back reminiscing about those days when I was sleeping on the air mattress and it popped on me and I was sleeping on it for 4 months and I was sleeping the size of a room that's the size of my bathroom right now. And I definitely understand that faith and manifestation is definitely real, and you got to keep going. You got to keep going no matter how bad things get, no matter how frustrating things will continue to get, because things will continue to be frustrating to you. But what makes you different is your tenacity and your perseverance. And I'm grateful for that. You feel me? So I'm here in Aruba, you guys, and I really had to come out here. This was like a random trip. I didn't plan for this at all. I literally booked this trip like a week and a half ago. Plane ticket was a bit expensive, I'm not going to lie to you, but I did have some Delta credits, so I just used that towards that. And I got me a nice Airbnb, and, you know, I'm just doing some excursions and stuff. So I definitely am in the midst of, I'm in the presence of being grateful for everything. But I'm taking the whole scenery in because a lot of people don't get a chance to travel, man, due to financial restraints or, you know, kids and family. It's a lot. You know, I don't really know what people have going on in their life, but I definitely know that as far as the things that we need to accomplish as people, we have to just do it. We can't wait on somebody's giving us permission. We can't keep making excuses and putting our happiness, you know, to the side. You know, and I always told myself, whenever I get a bag, you feel me, I'm always going to take a trip out the country. I'm always really see my fruits of my labor, because you can make a lot of money, you guys. I know people who are making tons of money, but they never leave their house. They never leave their room. They never leave their town. They never leave their state. And they become agitated, they become depressed, they become, I'm never going to say jealous, because, you know, they have the money, but they might see other people doing what they want to do, and they can't really do it because they have a lot of responsibility. And I'm here to tell you that you're going to have responsibility if you wake up and if you die. Like, you have a responsibility to take care of people, you have a responsibility to take care of yourself, and you just can't keep pushing that to the side, you guys, honestly. So I tell people all the time, man, just enjoy your life, because you only get one. You know, as far as we know, we don't really know what happens in the afterlife. You have to die and figure that out. But as far as being in a physical realm, like how we are listening and communicating with each other, you got to go and experience life. I don't care if you save up and you go on one trip per year. I don't care. I don't care if you go on 5, 10. I don't really care if you go on trips. But I want you to do the things that make you happy, because traveling is one of those things that bring me down to, to serenity. You know, I don't really feel the need to work when I'm traveling. I don't really feel the responsibilities, and a lot of us need that. We need that getaway time. We need that time away from people, places, and things. And it's just a beautiful experience. So, you know, I'm recording off my phone. This Airbnb I have literally has a pool in the back. So I'm here sitting by the pool in this cabana. And, I got a cigar in my hand. You feel me? I'm smoking on a cigar. Got me the Aruba official beer, which is called Chill. It's amazing. It's $5 too, by the way. But that wasn't my only drink. But I'm just letting you guys see a little bit of the picture that I'm painting through my words. So, I'm sipping on the beer. I got a lime in it. And, I got my cigar too. So I definitely am chilling. But I tell people all the time, bro, like, just enjoy life, because you don't really know if you're going to be here today and gone tomorrow. If you don't know how long you're going to really have until you really go on another trip again. So when you on trips, man, make sure you really take it all in. I know a lot of people do excursions and all that good stuff. I think I'm just getting older, so I like to, chill a little bit, go out, come back, sleep, and really just take it in, soak in the sun, soak in the area, soak in the people, soak in the heritage, soak in the culture. And it's amazing, bro. It's definitely amazing. And it's fascinating how others here, have businesses, but we may not look at it like a business, right? Taxis, for example, when I was speaking about businesses, they were letting me know that they're independent contractors, even though they're still taxis, right? And they don't have Lyfts or Ubers here because it's just something that Aruba never did. You get me? And when you have Lyft and Ubers, you don't really know who you're getting. That's what the taxi guy was telling me. He was like, you don't really know who your driver will be, as opposed to a taxi driver. They're governmental issued people, and they have information on them, all that good stuff. But it's definitely one of those places where I would recommend everybody to visit. It is expensive. I'm not gonna lie to you, but it depends on what expensive is to you, right? I don't really do crazy shit. I don't really do 50 things like how some people do, or I'm not with anybody. You feel me? I'm solo traveling like always. So things are, in comparison to other people, inexpensive, right? I'm still spending the bag, but it's not as expensive as I would if I had somebody else with me or doing more things. But, just to conclude all that and all that good stuff, man, I just want you guys to make your vision boards, because the year is about to end. We already in November, and you guys can see that the months are going by really fast. So I urge you guys, and I constantly tell you guys to make a vision board, write down your goals, write down your manifestations, because I don't speak from bullshit. I told people all the time, if you listen to my first episode, totally different mindset, totally different area of my life, and you could hear now the maturity, you could hear now the difference, you could hear now the knowledge. And I sit back and I always reminisce about those things, but I try to tell people all the time, man, it's not where you come from, it's how you end up, right? You could be in a fucked up position today, you could be rich tomorrow. You could be rich today, you could be fucked up tomorrow. And you always got to be grateful, you always got to be blessed about the things you have and the people you meet and the things you look to acquire, because everybody don't have the opportunity to travel. So you just got to be grateful for what you have in the present moment. I'm not going to say that your life is going to change drastically overnight, but if you're working towards something that could change your life, could change your family's trajectory, or even your financial income, it's okay if it takes you years, because it took me 4 or 5 years to start making some money in real estate. I tell people all the time, I was working for free for a whole 2 years, just learning, learning, just doing things for free when I really could have been charging. But I didn't look at money as an object. I looked at the knowledge as the money, right? Because now, since I have the knowledge, I could go anywhere in the world and replicate the same thing I'm doing in Florida, Georgia, United States, anywhere I'm at. I can replicate it because the system doesn't change. And I have mentees who I successfully, and when I say successfully, I mean with all urgency, with all honesty, successfully bought and purchased their houses, refinanced, made a bag, and now they're making money up under me. And I'm not here taking credit for anybody, because at the end of the day, people still have to do the work. But I did lay down the foundation and steps for many people to follow, right? Some people didn't follow and, they never got a house. And some people who followed, they all are doing the same thing I'm doing. They may not be at the place I'm at, obviously, or making the type of money I'm making, but it still brings a tear of joy to me, because my knowledge is actually great. I'm not here bullshitting people. I'm not here giving people false information, because whatever they learn from me, they apply it and they successfully make money out of it. Some people just feel like, hey, it's too hard, but that's what life is. Anything you're trying to do is going to be hard. So you just got to choose your heart. So I appreciate you guys for listening to Road to Billions podcast. It's been an amazing journey. We here in Aruba, man. RTB Aruba. I'm going to call this Aruba, this podcast episode. But like I said, shoot me a DM, shoot me a message if you have any questions about just trying to start your business or anything about comparison to real estate. And, just really trying to work your way out of any rut you're in. So once again, I appreciate you guys for listening to the Road to Billions podcast. I have more episodes coming out later this week, later next week. Stay tuned for that. Subscribe to the podcast as well. And like I said, man, always chase your dreams. Thank you guys. And once again, appreciate you.